What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol CRSP for Crispr Therapeutics. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing I need to make you aware of is that in the after-hours session here, there was a piece of news that came out. Obviously, a negative catalyst for the stock here about something, one of the drugs that is in development. Regardless, it looks like we will be opening on a nasty gap down for tomorrow's session. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot can happen between now and 9:30. However, what we're about to discuss is a general framework that will apply regardless of where the overnight low and open are. So, overnight low as of now is at $90.82, and let's just say that the opening print is here around $92.50. All right, let's turn that off. Take a look on over at the daily here. Let's scrunch this chart up so we can see it a bit better, and then we'll talk about how these scenarios can unfold and what you can do to trade them, of course. So, whenever we're dealing with a gap, be it up or down, you need to consider that there could be a gap and trap or a gap and go. The first one we always look at is the gap and trap. So if we open here, that's the opening print, fail to take out the overnight low and trade back higher through the open, that's your signal for a long to start to trade into the overhead gap. Now, technically, it fills all the way at the low of today's session here, and that's going to be at about $100.66. So looking at, technically, if your entry is back over the open at $92.50, about a $7.50 move, right? Or just call it 8 for round numbers sake, an $8 move here. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, there will be some roadblocks here as well as here. However, in terms of risk reward, right, technically this is your upside reward, and this, if you stop out under the overnight low, is your downside risk. So to me, certainly a trade worth taking if it wants to pan out that way. Again, if it wants to pan out that way by taking out the open to the upside here, okay? So that's what I'm thinking about for the long. In terms of the gap and go, seeing downward continuation, that would look like this, okay? So open here, consolidation that never takes out the open, flushing the overnight low, so that 90.82 takes you into your next daily area of support, which we have a level here at 87.49. Let's go ahead and scrunch the chart up, see where that's coming from. I'll have to set this back to auto here, just to get a bearing on, where we're at. How far are we traveling? What's the structure like? So the first level, that 87.50, is coming from this shelf in here, and then you can certainly see underneath that we have 80, just about the nice round number. Now, keep in mind that we're already seeing about $8 gap down. Wouldn't it, it just wouldn't really make sense, right? Shorting after we're already seeing a significant gap and looking for 80, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it could go to 80, but I would say the odds of it kind of gapping down and then maybe making it here, that's kind of going to cap off your downside trade. It would be a little bit aggressive expecting it to get all the way into 80 in my estimation. Can you even short this thing in the first place? Coming on over to the trade tab, you can certainly see it's easy to borrow, and the options chain here, although not the most attractive on the, right at the money, the 90 strike there, the first one in the money, the 95, kind of spready, but decent volume there, 2,000 contracts trading through. I would imagine that increases as we gap down tomorrow morning, okay? So those are my thoughts inside of Crispr. If you enjoyed the video, most importantly, the framework to navigate the bell tomorrow, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.